Hi, it's John here with the sixth instalment in our series of pandemic protection plan videos to help you and your business survive, stabilise and strengthen during the coronavirus crisis. And today we're still in Stabilise mode. I'm going to look at using some of the spare time you might have in lockdown to take stock of your business. Now, with the level of uncertainty over coronavirus, it'd be silly to try and predict what's going to happen, but it'd be even sillier to sit around and just wait for the worst, watching Netflix. Even if you can't trade right now, you can use this downtime to review your business. So to look at your current offering and where it might change now and in the future, post-lockdown. It's a chance to look at a number of things, so let's just run through a few of those for you. So the first might be your products and services. Could you change them or add to them? For the moment, you might want to adapt to suit the lockdown. I think the buzzword has been pivot. And one of my clients said if they heard anyone say pivot again, they're going to hit them. But the concept is absolutely right. What can you do to adapt? For example, a lot of gyms are offering virtual classes. Could you do the same? Also, a lot of restaurants have really kind of upped the takeaway element, even those that didn't do takeaway beforehand. And we have a drum academy, as in teach people to play the drums. Again, they're doing lots of stuff virtually. A guy I know, actually his son does it precisely that. He has drum lessons and has said he can't imagine ever sending him back to do it in real life because he's only quite young. He has to drive him there, hang around and what have you. So a 1 hour lesson might take a couple of hours. Doing it virtually so much quicker. Why ever go back to how it was before? The next thing to assess would be your pricing. I'm an accountant, I like pricing, but too many people, for example, undervalue themselves. So, for example, are you too cheap? Is there a different way that you could do things? Could you offer different pricing options? Do you have premium products? So what you do now, is there a better option you can sell for more money? Are there add-ons that you can have to get people to spend more money with you? So we look at your pricing. The next thing would be your systems. Could you do things better? And if your systems are okay though, have you actually documented them to make things consistent and efficient and also make it easier for new team members? If you haven't done it yet, I mean, now's the time. Have a look at your database. Is it up to date? Could you use a better system, a new software? We're all looking at cloud software now if we haven't already. So rather than use an Excel spreadsheet or something, there's loads of cloud database systems, which means you and your team can look at the same screen and the same information at the same time while in different places, different houses at the moment, but it can come in really handy kind of later as well. Think about your market. Use the time to think about who are your ideal customers, who could and should you be selling to. Build a profile of them, be really specific. We call it a customer avatar. What's our ideal customer look like? Think of their age, the gender, where they are, but also their likes and dislikes. That really helps you then when you're trying to market to them, because you understand them, you understand what they like, what they dislike, what they're watching on the telly, what they're what they care about, what they worry about, and where you can help them. Because when you've thought about your market, you can think about your marketing. When's the last time you took a look at all your marketing pillars? For example, when did you last update your website? When did you last update your social media profiles? When did you last update your brochures, your adverts? How about your reviews online and offline and testimonials? You know, your customers some of them are sitting around themselves now, so I want to ask them to do you a testimonial, ask them to do a review and post online, so that will really help you get customers in the future. So kind of have a look and use this time during the lockdown to update and improve all those things. Now, you might have thought that coronavirus would certainly kind of lose you some customers. But if you do remain dynamic, you can keep your customers, even gain some through this time. We are seeing that a lot of our clients, although obviously some, you know, the obvious ones like the kind of some of the shops and travel and what have you are kind of shut right now. A lot of others are actually picking up a lot of new clients. It makes sure if you're kind of really dynamic right now, rather than just sitting and doing nothing, it'll keep you ahead of your competitors. You'll also kind of gain the trust of prospects by identifying and reacting to their needs ahead of time. So when they are ready to buy, you're ready to sell to them. Use the time to put out really kind of useful stuff for them. To like build up that trust during the lockdown. Now, the next thing to review would be your software. It's silly for us, of course, not to mention your accounting software. This works across the board, though. Please do kind of review what software you're using, and this new way of working or work remotely might make you kind of revisit that. I mentioned the database earlier, but it's true across the board. And I'd say for us, kind of accounting wise, move to the cloud. It's accessible from anywhere. It's instantly updated, and you can look at the same information as your team and your accountant. Cloud accounting software as well kind of saves you lots of time due to the automation features. Makes kind of you can kind of match things on your bank, pull bank statements in without you typing anything, and it makes paper thing of the past. Just take a photo of your purchase invoices and they're uploaded and analysed. No waiting for paper in the post from your team or sitting in piles of paper and receipts sitting in someone else's house. Also makes it easier to manage kind of just chase your debts, manage your cash flow by using integrated apps for direct debits, automatic chasing and monitoring cash flow. I mean, we are a Zero Gold partner and a QuickBooks Elite Advisor, so we know kind of all about this. While we're at it, while you are taking stock and reviewing, I am an accountant. It'd be silly of me not to mention, why don't you take the opportunity to pull together the information for your 5th of April 2020 tax return? I'm sitting here on the 20th of April. And therefore it was a couple of weeks ago now. So take the time and put together your tax return. It'd be good for you, your tax bill well in advance. And also, let's face it, your accountant will thank you for it, avoiding all that stress and hassle of hitting the deadline in the new year. Now, I hope you found that useful. Like I said, the big thing is if you are, particularly if your business is kind of closed or is reduced now, use the time. It's good. You can use time for lots of personal things. It's great. Learn a language, read some books, but really do look at the business. It's a chance to really take stock and review, the kind of thing you don't get to do most of the time. Your business is moving so fast, you never get to stop, see where you are and think about where you want to be. So I hope you found that useful. To make sure you don't miss the next in our series of Pandemic Protection Plan videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and I will see you soon.